I'm
Ben,
sick as a fucking dog, by the way. So expect less than nothing. Expect
yeah.
negative input. More of an inconvenience actually having me here on tonight.
Like
Well,
so just
really,
just the usual, really. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
the Gordon Tallis of this, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
but it's not going to be balanced with any like one-liners. It's just going to be drudgery.
okay.
Okay.
Drudgery. Dredge or drudge? Which one? What's the difference?
Bit of both.
Bit early for a hypothetical, but I think I'm going to take the dredge.
Yeah. Do you dredge through the drudge or do you drudge through the dredge?
Depend. Do you drip through the drop or drop through the drip?
It's not what I asked, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess weak start, but I guess welcome to another episode of Just the Tip. I'm your host, Mike. Join with me every week, Matthew. Matthew, how you going?
I'm here, and I'm
Good.
concerned about the audience retention. After our greatest ever episode, stats wise, I wonder how this one's going to perform.
Don't be such a negative fuck. That's our launching pad, dude. The first day we get like 1,000 views, you're gonna cream. You're gonna just
steak dinners. 1,000 views, steak dinners, and we're almost halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Good, baby.
Thanks for asking, Mike. I'm great.
Okay, yeah, cool. And drinking a drink that I can only assume is what his cum looks like. Benjamin.
Midori.
Yuck. Where'd you buy that?
They
sell that?
Some alcohol tonight.
Okay.
Alcohol tonight. So I just checked what's in the old Al Cub.
That drink looks like one of the failed experiments before Robin Williams created Flubber.
Yeah, there's not enough flub in that burr.
Yeah, he just couldn't get the consistency right.
Yeah, there's not. You don't want your drinks too viscous. You want your flubbers more thick than your drink. Yeah. If every drink was as thick as flubber, how are you gonna piss?
Ben, you wanted to go on a mid-season camp, a midweek camp this week. Is that right?
Next week.
And you got no's from the two of us. I'm just wondering who else you invited, because Harry is upset he wasn't invited. Oh, okay. Harry said he wasn't there. He didn't get invited, so maybe disregard. Late in the piece, I guess.
Actually, it's funny. It's funny because I invited him not knowing that you'd told him about it. So he probably, and you told him obviously before I'd invited him. So it sounds like you've told me like a little bitch. And then I'll be like, oh, fine, I've got to invite Harry now. Now he knows.
Matt and Mike have said no, I've got to invite Harry.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether you've gone to Harry because we've already said no. And you're like, oh, shit, I need to bring in the B team now, at least in your eyes, Ben. So what's the situation? Are you going on this last-minute Tuesday camping trip with your friends who all have full-time jobs? Is that happening?
Mm-hmm. No, I've got the most loyalist friend of all. I've already booked one in.
Who?
Your boy.
You?
No, your boy.
It's okay. No one cares if you're allowed to say the first name. No one cares.
Who's the one friend that I have that would do that for me?
I would have to check whether or not it's school holidays.
Yeah, he's got school holidays.
Not a lot in the way of rugby league news this week. I mean, Lockie Galvin's back in. Luke Keary might backflip on his retirement deal. Did you guys see anything this week? I got fuck all. I scoured it for the last 20 minutes. I couldn't find shit.
It's all origin. It's all state of origin. That's all anyone cares about.
I need to get a random fact or news check from the expert. The name Dave Taylor came to me the other day. Whatever happened to him?
Dave Taylor. Yeah. I mean, his star burned bright early in his career before I think his metabolism caught up to him. And he just wasn't willing to put in the work, and he just faded into obscurity.
Oh, yeah, I remember this guy.
So it was a fade. It wasn't a particular incident. It was just a fade.
No, he just faded out. He just wasn't. I just don't think he was willing to put in the work or to have the yearning for hard work to.
And he had all the opportunity laid out in front of him.
Well, it's just And here's a philosophical question. You know how like people always say like, oh, you know, anyone's capable of anything. You just have to try. You just have to put in the effort. Don't you think that in this life some people are just incapable of greatness?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's that's a sad thing to admit. It's a nihilistic thing to admit, but not
Yeah,
everyone is capable of greatness.
yeah.
That's why some people are considered great because there are so few of them.
Benjamin, it's your question. Respond.
Ben, what are your thoughts?
Um, I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit braggadocious of me to say anything at this point.
You're saying yes? It's more of a question of the human race, Ben, not yourself. Again, I want you to zoom out here for a second. Zoom out. Do you think every single person on the face of the planet has the tools to be great?
No, some brains are just wired better from birth.
Mm.
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 Do you what impact I'm getting deep here. What impact do you think that a person's upbringing has effect on it rather than say just like the way they were born,
I'd say like
chemical makeup?
yeah, I wouldn't say it's 50-50. I'd say like 80% like upbringing, education, attitude, values, etc. And then 20% just the hardware you've been given.
80% nurture, 20% nature.
Yeah, that's why like if you're a hard worker will outperform a talented person with a shit attitude.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm the second one. I wish I was the first one.
That's okay.
That's all right. We're not all destined for greatness. I don't know if any of us three are.
You can start whenever you want, man. You can make the decision to start right now if you want.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So
we're sort of in the middle.
Every day's a new day.
We're in the middle of something right now, I guess. We'll do it later. We'll start later.
We're in a bit of a lull in the episode.
There you go.
We really are. It started in a lull.
Anyone who comes to this podcast for the cheese and not the tips, there you go. There's your cheese. Enjoy.
That's it. Get it. State of Origin's back on next week, Wednesday night. Lyle hosting?
Me. I don't know. I assume me. But I mean, yeah. I've got the largest wine glass I have possible with a ridiculous amount of red wine in here. I'm wearing this puffer jacket, blue here, buttoned up. Shout out to Delta Group if you need something demolished. Called Delta.
Oh, so that's I don't know if I can say it live, but that's your dad's company.
That's a George shout out, right?
Yeah. He works for Delta. Yeah. But I'm here physically manifesting a victory in game 2. I know game 1, Mike, we both said we were supremely confident. I'm way more confident now because I've been doing something that we spoke about last week.
Sorry, I'm just finding your dad's net worth. Who is Con?
The Google net worths are never
Con Petropoulos. That's my uncle. That's my dad's older brother.
Okay.
He's a rich motherfucker.
I'm gonna say George. I'm gonna say George is worth somewhere in the vicinity of 5 to 7 mil.
20 bill.
No, 5 B's modest 5. I'd say all of his assets are worth somewhere between 5 and 10 mil.
Sorry, Matt, you were doing a bit. We put you're putting Con Petropoulos in the thumbnail. I see you there.
It's State of Origin.
Yeah, we were more confident. We were confident last week, and let me tell you, or last game, let me tell you, I'm even more confident this game. I think this team fucks. I love this team. This team will fuck you any which way you want it, but you don't know how you want it. But this team knows how you want it, and it's gonna fuck you.
This team, I think, is going to unlock a sexual fantasy that you didn't know you had, rugby league related. Yeah. It's like the person you have sex with that opens the floodgates, like opens the doors to a new realm that you didn't even know you wanted. And then you get it, and you're like, this is how I want to be fucked from now on.
All of a sudden, you can't not get fucked by a guy with a goatee that's like 3 inches long. You got to have that guy in your life now. You can't not. I love it. I mean, Cameron Murray a little bit. I'm like, eh. But, Connor Watson on the bench. Shout out to Madge, fan of the show.
Yeah, listen
Love
to
you,
us.
Madge. Yep. Ben, did you tune into last week?
Man, the first couple minutes.
Oh, you listened to my story about wishes and manifestation, or half of it?
Yeah,
That was.
I heard that. I heard the date one. Yeah, okay, that was all right.
Yeah, I've got an update on that, by the way. But let's talk about it later. Let's talk about it later. We're in the middle of Origin here. I don't want to get fucky with the YouTube chapters. You know what I mean?
We're getting distracted. Dylan Edwards is a fullback. Love that. Zach Lomax is the best winger in the game. Latrell Mitchell is Fitchell, so he's in. I think he's going to go fucking ape shit. Mitchell Moses comes in. I feel like that is like, Nico, sorry, you were below Moses to begin with. Thank you. There is the door. We'll probably see you again in like 4 years when Nathan Cleary is injured next time. Mitchell, in you come, broken back stuff. The forward pack is more or less the same. Like I said, Cameron Murray, don't love it, but yeah, sure, fine, bring him in. He's hot. And Connor Watson starting on the bench. Love that for Connor. So hot.
Yeah. I think on a net level, I think this team is hotter than game one. Like Suoli is very hot. Teddy's got something about him, but Watson and Murray in there, that's a lot of hot.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel better already.
And what I love about this team is that every group of hot guys needs an ugly friend to be with them to just reaffirm how hot everybody else is. So shout out to your Jake Travojeviches and Isaiah Yo's of the world, because you need it.
They're boosters. They're boosters. They're the foundation.
Booster boys.
Yeah, they lift the hot boys up into the stratosphere where they deserve to be gazed upon.
Because if all hot boys are just hot, then no one is hot, right?
That's right.
So
just like not everyone can be great.
It's true.
The Blues team. I like it better. Latrell's there. What do you say, Mike? If fit trail, what's the rhyme that you do? If Latrell fit, mit fit.
If Latrell mit fit.
Yeah.
New South Wales.
Trail mit, something like that.
Yeah, something. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyways, you said it once. You said it once, and it stuck with me.
It stuck with you so much that you can't remember it.
Yeah. But yeah, Latrell in. I think he fucks. Moses. I think it's a better team. Connor Watson at 14. Now I don't remember exactly, Mike, but was there much Connor Watson for New South Wales rhetoric before we started speaking about it like 3 weeks ago? I don't recall.
I mean, he was supposed. I don't recall. Only for the purpose of your argument, I don't recall. I think we were the first people to bring it up, but I think he was in line for game one actually, and he got injured. I think there was a little bit of rhetoric around game one.
I spoke about it at least 2 or 3 weeks before game one.
Yeah,
and I was like, he would be really good, and then he got injured, like I think 2 weeks before. I'm just saying. I think we're blazing trails.
Yeah, for sure. And the views speak for themselves. Hang on, I'm just going to make you a bit bigger and possibly make Ben a little bit smaller. There we go. All right, let's look at this Queensland team. The glory hole comes in. Kurt Capewell on the interchange there. Best haircut in the game, Felice Kafusi gets a starting spot on the bench. Well, not a starting spot, but he's on the bench. He's not 18th man anymore. Largely unchanged, right?
Yeah, just those 2 changes.
That's it. I mean, fuck. Shit. If our team wasn't as hot and I wasn't as confident as I am.
Was Kafusi 18th man or was it Coruscant? I don't know why I think of Coruscant.
Coruscant plays for New South Wales.
Would be difficult for Coruscant to be the 18th man.
Yeah.
I mixed the 2 up. I don't know why I mixed the 2 up.
Yeah. Probably the skin tone, I think. And the height? No, is Felice Kafusi... Felice Kafusi's kind of tall, I think, and Coruscant is a midget. No midget police here? No, just race?
Both have a similar ability.
No, it's okay. It's your first offence.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the 2 changes for Queensland to be expected. Cobo dropped because apparently he's carrying a hand issue, needs pain and killing injections. Also, didn't play very well at all for Brisbane last weekend. So drop for Capewell. Looking at this team, I feel like Billy wants to wrap up game 2 and he wants boys that he knows he can count on. So he's gotten rid of Cobbo, who's a gun, but he's young, gun but young, and he's got rid of Hopkins, only played one game, and he's brought in Felice Kafusi, been there, done that. Kurt Capewell, been there, done that. Like experienced players. I think I think he wants some guys who know what they're doing, and they're just going to play smart and win this game, which makes me scared.
Yeah, it is definitely cause for concern that like the team is more or less unchanged. I've been famously for unchanged teams, like especially because they won last time. I don't love it, but our team is hot as fuck, and hotness beats greatness every time. We know that.
And the other thing as well to remember about this game too is that I'm fairly confident that we are actually going to be playing a fair game where we have a full 13 players on the field for the entire 80 minutes.
Yes.
I've got a good feeling about that.
No one's going to shoot out a line and fucking try to murder someone immediately, you know? Hopefully, like, wait until the 70th minute has passed and then start trying to murder cunts.
Yeah, do it like Liam Martin does it, right? He hits him around the torso, the legs when he fucking smashed Hopgood. Yes, do that.
Smashed him out of the fucking team.
Just got it wrong, and then, yes, like that meme you put in the chat, just like, local man ruins everything.
Yeah, you ruined the game for both states.
Shout out to Sully.
Anything more to say about State of Origin? New South Wales 13 plus. Oh no, we've got our predictions. Of course, I remembered.
Predictions. You remembered. Hey,
I got them right here.
Ben, did you do your homework?
I will not be participating, but I will facilitate. I've got the list here, so if you don't mind me just sliding into host for the next 5 minutes,
which means you did it. Which means you forgot, right? Yeah, you forgot.
Yeah. So
and here he
first off the bat, we've got first try in game number 2.
You want to go at the same time, Matt?
Matt, what do you reckon?
No. Go separate. Me, okay. My first try score, I've decided to go toward Brian To'o. Thanks to a Latrell Mitchell big busting run, freak pass, maybe an offload close to the line type thing, draws in the defenders. Yep. To'o goes over untouched.
I see To'o as a second half try scorer. I don't know.
Fair enough. Sorry, do you want to take part?
Oh, you want to contribute?
Ben?
No.
Can I jump in and contribute?
I just give my own opinions on your opinions.
Okay.
Michael.
Trell Mitt.
If fit.
Oh, he fit.
Trell Mitt if fit.
You got that Mitt dick, boy. All right, man of the match. Mikey, you want to hit us off with this one?
Trell Mitt.
What's wrong with you? Is that the only player you know?
Trell Mitt's back.
He's had 2 good games. The cancer is not fixed.
Trell Mitt.
Still infected.
Yeah.
Maddie, man of the match. Who's gonna fucking smash it?
I was thinking about Latrell Mitchell for man of the match, but a lot of people had predictions that this guy would get man of the match in game 1. It didn't come to fruition. I'm picking Payne Haas.
It's a good pick.
Payne Haas.
The second best pick I've heard.
Why has everyone got the Mitt fever so quick again? He was shunted from the league world, and in two good games, I mean, the cunt can't even keep his head. Did you see he lost his head in the last game? First one to fucking run in last week.
Of course.
Trell Mitt's is like a 20-cent piece, you know, like you flip him, you're gonna get one thing or the other thing, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're either gonna win big or you're gonna lose big. But in the Origin Arena, he's never been part of a losing series.
That's a good omen. Good omen.
Heck of an omen. Don't need a degree in omenry for that.
All right, Mike exclusive. First blood.
Liam Martin.
Thank God. I thought that was the Trellens right there.
Yeah, no, Liam Martin. Only because Cam McInnes isn't here anymore. Bless him.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Liam Martin because Liam Martin tries.
Collins likes a good bleed.
Loves it. Bleed. Casey Badger's not reffing, is she? Yeah, no, I'll take Liam Martin. Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
It's a good one. It's good.
god. Oh, it's a mic exclusive right there. All right, Ben's got one. Ben exclusive. First sin bin.
I love this close up of your skull and ear, Ben.
Dude, yeah, I have like he's not fully on my screen, but all I'm getting is like the top.
With first sin bin, Harry Grant.
Wow.
Really?
What are we talking about? Like a professional foul?
I'm just imagining him like going out of marker too quick and just wrapping high or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, you know.
I think the first sin bin is so easy. Like it's the lowest hanging fruit you could take from this tree. It's the easiest one. It's free. It should be paying $1.10. It's true mid.
Yeah.
It's true mid to get sin bin.
We've got a
And the Matt exclusive.
A Matty Hubert exclusive on individual moment of brilliance.
Yeah.
Who will it be and what will they do?
My individual moment of brilliance is going to come from my man of the match, Payne Haas. I think he's going to have a big game stats-wise, but he's going to have one huge play late in the game, maybe second half, mid-second half, where he's going to barge through like 5 players. He's going to carry 5 players to the try line to score.
Off?
No, he's going to score. He's going to score himself.
He's going to score.
He's going to do like what Josh Papali'i did like a couple years ago, where he just goes and just runs through and scores a try.
He's going to do a Talakai.
Yeah, he's going to do a Talakai if Talakai was good at State of Origin.
All right, and from all of us, final tip and margin. Whichever one of you wants to fucking take that, take it.
I'll take New South Wales 13 plus. I'm thinking probably 18 points, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm going to take. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if it's a really good omen, but I'm shuffling a playlist right now, and The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy has just come on. As I say, the Blues will win this game by 14 points.
Yeah, love that. Benjamin, contributing? Not contributing.
You guys both tipped Blues in game 1 and lost, right?
Correct.
Yes.
You got to look at the notch.
Yeah, look at the notch.
I think you fucking did as well, cunt. Yeah.
Gaze into the notch. What do you see? Hook yourself in like Matrix style.
Queensland. I'm going to go with Queensland.
Brave.
Queensland. By how much?
3 points.
3.
That's
Best of luck to you.
All right. Last week, we were more or less all on the Sharks. Jeffrey was the only one to take the Finns. We were more or less all on the Raiders, and I should have followed you, Matt, because you took the Doys, and the Doys got it done. I was so mad.
Sure did. Yeah.
Mad at you.
I did a lot of last-minute flipping this week. I really butchered it.
Most people were on the Bronc, except Sweet Harrison and you, Spicy Dog, and Jeffrey took the Buns. I think the Buns are good. Buns are good now. Buns are in the oven.
Yeah, buns are crispy.
We were more or less all on the Storm, except for you, Benjamin. I'm pretty sure the Storm won that, didn't they?
They did.
Yep. I don't have the dual screens up at the moment. Sorry. We were all on the Roosters. Roosters get it done. Right?
Use your
Easy
phone
breezy.
as a separate screen.
No, because then people can see my phone in my glasses. Next game, Ben. Yep, Ben. You and I were the only one on the Dragons. Everybody else took Manly. Manly took this opportunity to.
Was I the only one on the West Tigers?
Yeah. By the way, Mike, the only reason
sorry,
I got that
game.
correct tip is because you took the Dragons. If you recall, I was just going to tip whoever you did the opposite.
Shut the fuck
so
up.
thank you, Mike.
Yeah, too many people took the Titans, which sort of tipped it for them, and the West Tigers get their first win in ages at Leichhardt. Feel good for them. Feels fine. Sucks for me. Sucks for Matt.
Titans were so shit in that second half.
Sucks for Blaze, but that's fine. And everybody took the Panthers. Panthers get it done late against whoever the fuck they versed. Coming up this week, or do you guys want to tip? Should we tip?
I want to talk about my brilliance on my West Tigers tip. I just figured, like, they've lost so many. They got to win one. What's their most winnable game? And it was the Titans.
Yeah, we should have seen that coming. Matthew?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can tip, boys.
I could tip.
Yeah, okay, cool. First game we've got here is Friday night. This game of the round stuff, I think. Jokes
seriously.
aside, this is the Dolphins' opportunity to prove that they are the real fucking deal. They beat the Sharks, and I feel like they are the real fucking deal. They beat the Sharks, but this is different. This is number one. This is Melbourne Storm shit. Am I smart enough to tip the Dolphins? No, because I hate pain. Not Haas, but I hate pain. I think I am going to tip safely here, and I am going to take the Storm. I'm going to swap over to these teams. Ryan Pappenhausen is back. Farlungo moves to the wing. Who was on that wing? Xavier Coates.
What
do you do after that? Fuck. Jack Howarth is going to play? Wow, that's fun. Yeah. Looking at these teams, look, man, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins fucking do it here. But I am going to take the Melbourne Storm. Which one of you is scratching their body harder? I think it's Ben. Ben. Dolphin Storm.
This week I basically, so my uncle was here over the weekend and he knows very little about rugby league. And for every game, he just saw it and he guessed 5 out of 5. Way better than me. And he knows nothing. So I was like, well, you probably know just enough. You know, you don't overthink it. You look at these 2 teams and you pick the winner. So he's done my tips this week.
Is he readily available?
Right now, to bring him on, probably not.
Okay.
No.
Just maybe for the rest of the show.
No. So he's gone with, subsequently, I've gone with Melbourne.
Okay, good. Matthew.
Interesting. Yeah, so Dolphins, obviously they lose the Hammer and Felice Kafusi to Origin, but they get Trey Fuller, who's been just fucking killing it at fullback all year when he comes in, and Jesse Bromwich back from a rib injury. And they've also got Tavita Pangai Jr. making his club debut off the bench.
Oh my God, how good. Are you picking him up in fantasy?
No, God, no.
We should. Come on, what's he worth?
He's on the bench. He's on the bench, not touching him.
Keep talking.
But yeah, as you said, Pappenhausen back after missing 5 games with an ankle injury. So happy to see him back. Don't know whether he's going to hit the ground running or not. I know Melbourne have this incredible record at Suncorp Stadium, but the Finns arguably barely affected by Origin in 4th at the moment. Hard game to tip here. Tell you what, just for the sake of being different, I'm going to go with the Dolphins to win. 4 points.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Tavita Pangai Jr. is 500k in fantasy.
No.
Can I tempt you? No.
God, no. No, half that.
250. Yeah, that'd be really good. That's a steal. Okay, cool. Love that. Next game, we have got the Titans versus the Wars. Let's have a look at this Titans team. Kino Kini played really well last week.
Yeah.
Who's in? Bunty.
Well, we got Fafita should be playing after missing last week.
Yeah. Your whistle's back, Ben.
Yeah, we whistling.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me do.
Can you sort your fucking shit out, cunt? You're a 33-year-old man.
Get your shit together, cunt, 'cause it ain't cute no more.
It ain't cute sleeping on the floor.
Can you blow my whistle, baby, whistle baby. You're a whore.
Leave a comment if you like this bit or not, please.
Come on my floor.
Can you come on my high floor and knock my door, you dirty whore?
All right, Matt, Titans Wars.
Oh, so
sorry.
So we're still here?
We're done.
Okay. Yeah, Titans wise, no Mo as well for the Titans. So our middle forward stocks are all already low. And against New Zealand, they've got a decent pack. I know they lose Barnett and Capewell to Origin, but I mean, they're still pretty heavy. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck back from injury. DWZ is suspended though. The Gold Coast beat the Warriors on Anzac Day, if you guys recall. That was a big win. I think the Warriors probably get revenge here at their second home, the Gold Coast. We know that Warriors games at Seabus Super
Everyone
Stadium
from Coomera to Logan.
80% Warriors fans. I think the Warriors win here by 8 points.
The great pilgrimage, the migration, the great...
From Karumarua. Yeah, they come on down. I agree. I think the Wars hump and hump well otherwise this weekend. Like you said, their team is just flat out better. Baby Titans aren't going to do well. I feel more confident about this game than the last one. Benjamin.
Well, Uncle Warren said the Titans, so you got to go with the Titans.
Wow.
Really?
Let's see if you stick to that.
Don't you flip on Uncle Warren's good advice to you?
Uncle was a nose.
Maybe. I mean, it's possible. I don't think so. G-Fee was good last week. All right, next game we've got the Sydney Roosters versus my favorite team, the Dogs, and I've just hit backwards. Look, I'm really, 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 really tempted to take the Dogs here, like for real. But
They
Sydney
did beat the Roosters. Biggest Roosters loss of the year was to the Dogs.
I just don't think there's enough in this Dogs team to beat what the Roosters
They got it
have.
done earlier this year.
You know what I
Done
mean?
earlier.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, sure, like Crichton, Connor Watson, Lindsay Collin are out and Spence, but like, you know, these other guys are just as good. Probably not Satili Tupanua is probably not going to be a good swap for Spence, but like Radley, they keep their spine mostly intact, which is like what I like to look at. Yeah, I'm going to be cheering for the Dogs, but I think I'm going to tip the Roosters. Benjamin, Rooster Dog.
I'm on the Roosters.
Okay, Matthew.
He was trying hard for you to flip to the Dogs there, Mike.
He was, yeah.
He was really campaigning for it. Yeah, Roosters, 4 players in Origin, but as you said, I mean, still a strong team, good depth. Brandon Smith is back. Dom Young is back. For Canterbury, they lose, I think, just Stephen Crichton, to injury. Mm-hmm. So Carrasco's a centre. They've lost Preston to injury. So Curran starts at back row. Also, Kurtman and Adokar are both out. So, and I know the Dogs beat the Roosters earlier this year. I'll say, and by the way, this game's in Gosford. Something about the Roosters in Gosford, like that imagery. I think they win. I'm going Roosters as well. I'll say 6 points.
Awesome.
I think they do well in small country towns.
I don't think Gosford is a small country town. It's definitely not country. I don't think it's small. It's coastal. And there's a lot of people there. Brandon Smith has been in the news recently. I think the Roosters are trying to potentially sell him to another club. On that thought, where would you like to see Brandon Smith go? What other club other than the Roosters?
Him. Titans.
You reckon? We've got a perfectly good Chris Randall.
We do have a good Chris Randall-Verrills combo.
One of those things is better than the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who else needs a hooker these days? Who are the Raiders hooker these days? Levi? Probably the Raiders.
The Raiders probably need him. I'd like to see him in a Wars jersey. I think that would.
Yeah,
that's
that'd
nice
be
because he's a New Zealander boy.
It'd be nice, but Wade Egan's probably in better form. Egan's probably a better hooker than Brandon Smith these days.
Well, Cheeto can just come off the bench. You know, he wouldn't love it, but do what he did at Melbourne. Like, he was so fucking effective.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Or maybe to Parramatta Eels, they got Brendan Hands there right now.
Here's the thing about NRL players, right, is that they don't know what's fucking best for them, okay? They're fucking idiots. Look at Tavita Pangai Jr. No idea what's best for him. So he's come back to his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, well, TPJ, the little whistle, it's back.
Whistle's back, Ben, if you could.
Whistle's back.
Put a stop to that whistle.
Cheezel.
Yeah, okay. There we go. But yeah, the thing with Tavita Pangai Jr. is that I just think generally, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, I think he's a dumbass. Just think he's incredibly dumb.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him. I'd love to interview him, talk to him. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
We should consider that.
Not in person. Too scared.
Oh, no, it'd be like this setup.
Yeah, at an undisclosed location.
All right, we're all
Why
on the
does
Roosters.
he keep flipping between your screens? It's not like our traditional setup where I can see you two and me. It keeps going like Matt, then Mike.
That's purely on your end. That is a technical
100%.
problem. That is your problem and not relevant to the viewers.
Yeah. Maybe chuck it on top of the other technical problems that you're having right now.
Hey, smart lips get hit.
Yeah. All right. I'd love to see you try. You'd be gassed pulling your hand back here, dude.
No, I reckon I can knock a cunner.
The only
I'm
thing you're
less scared.
the only thing you're knocking is a fucking Midori back. You fucking weirdo.
I'm not scared of people, Wayne.
Oh yeah.
That's the beauty, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I realize like it's all
Uh-huh.
up here. Like baseline, I'm stronger and better fighter than most people, so it's all up here.
Who told you
Wait,
that?
hold on.
I know
Say
it.
that again.
I
He's
know it, man.
baseline stronger and better fighter than most people. So what
Most
he's got to do is
people.
just get over the mentality in his head.
Yeah. Are you counting women in that most people?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you counting
must be,
50% of
yeah.
the population?
Yep.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
he is,
technically, that's technically correct. Well, all the women and children and old people in the world, yes, you are technically stronger than most people. But is that enough of a stat to say that you are now without fear completely? You're fearless?
No, I think he was saying he's got to get over that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fearless. Wow. Jeez. I'm really happy for you, dude. That's huge.
Yeah.
You should try it one day. It's great.
No, I'm okay.
Nah, self-preservation.
Yeah. Next game, we've got the aforementioned Bun Buns versus the Manly Sea Eagles. Not going to watch this game. Fucking guaranteed I'm not watching this game. Bunnies? Bunnies?
I mean, geez, they're hot, aren't they?
They're hot, but they lose their hottest player.
Murray and Latrell.
Yeah, I mean, Murray only played one game, and so Latrell sort of only played a couple games. Who was out? DCE, I mean, fucking Birds lose more. What happened to sweet fuckable Ruben Garrick?
I think he's concussed. Paseka's injured, and then you've got Olakawatu, Jurabo, DCE, all in Origin. They've got a bit of a injury Origin crisis right now. They've got Carl Lawton playing 7.
Yuck. Yeah, nah. Manly aren't winning this game. There's no fucking way. Jai Arrow will not allow it.
Sports bet. If I tipped Garrick as anytime try scorer and he went off with 2 HIAs, do I get my money back on sports bet?
You'd have to ask him.
Matt?
Ben,
it's just quicker to answer it.
What one, I don't know. 2, this is the sort of thing you can leave to after we stop recording.
Yeah. Matt, Buns, Manly.
I love you, Ben. I am leaning towards the way of the Rabbitohs. Manly beat South Sydney in Las Vegas in round 1 earlier this year. But Bunnies, things have changed since then. They're full of confidence, even with it missing to those 2 players. Manly missing a lot of troops here. I'm liking Rabbitohs to win. I'll say 12 points.
Yeah, cool. Buns, Birds. Benjamin.
Yeah, Manly did beat them in Salad Toss Vegas.
Buns.
Birds. Bun.
Benjamin.
Bun.
Okay, Bun. Next game, another fucking game I'm not going to be watching. Oh, maybe. We have got the West Tigers versus the Canberra Raiders. West Tigers, neither of these teams lose anyone to Origin, right? Full strength, more or less.
Full strength in the Origin. That's sad.
That's so sad. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, good quality game, I guess.
It's smart.
Yeah.
They don't injure any players. I like it.
For different reasons, like West Tigers are just like trash, and Raiders are all too young or too old if your name's Jordan Rapana and Josh Papali'i. I mean, Raiders here, right, boys? Raiders by 6 points. This is the margin bet. Give me the Raids.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are definitely favourites and should be in this game. Galvin's back for the Tigers, so that means Coruscant gets to go to hooker where he should be playing. They beat the Titans, but watching that game, they were far from great. The reason they beat the Titans is because the Titans were so bad in the second half, couldn't complete a set, basically.
Yeah.
The Raiders also, they've won 8 straight games against the Tigers. Good recent record. Raiders were poor against the Cowboys, so they're after early season, good form. They're starting to dip, but I think they should win. I'm going to go the Raiders as well. I'll say 4 points is my margin.
Sweet, Benjamin.
Yeah, it's a West had their grand final last week, so Green Boys.
Green lads.
All right.
12.
comments from last week's episode. We have got what do we got? We'll start at the most recent. History of football writes, I think if it weren't for rugby league, Brandon Smith would be a massive cokehead or some kind of drug addict. He comes across as that kind of person.
I get the vibes from him.
Yeah, probably because he's been caught doing cocaine.
Yeah. Also, he's an NRL player.
Yeah, they do it. That's fine.
Do it.
They love it. That's fine. We do it. We dabble from time to time, and that's fine too. But I'm not a professional athlete.
Yeah, it's a rich man's drug.
Kids aren't looking up to me. At least they shouldn't. The Rabbitohs should... sorry, this is Epic Armadillo. The Rabbitohs should win because rabbits are faster and smaller than horses, so they'll be harder to tackle.
They won. This guy knows.
They won.
This guy knows.
He did. Everybody was coming for him in the comments, and he said, I just did a little bit of research, and the top speed of a jackrabbit is 45 miles per hour, while the top speed of a horse is 44. That's too close for me to think that you're not making a joke. Okay? But you were right, regardless. You won.
Correct. Leave another comment.
William Pearson comes back for more. Says, Dragons have a good record over the Manly Sea Eagles. Not good enough, William.
Not anymore.
Like you and watching our fucking videos, not good enough. You need to fucking tuck in and do a better job.
Yeah, tuck in.
All right? Yeah.
No.
Watch the fucking video,
William Pearson, give us your thoughts on greatness. Do you think anyone's capable of greatness, or do you think some people are born for greatness?
Yeah, William. It's definitely not you, cunt.
Oh,
definitely not.
Assumptions, Mike. Assumptions.
You got to reel me in every time I come for this motherfucker. Rugby League History writes, what I like about you both is when it comes to the Gold Coast, you keep it real. You have other GC supporters like BKR and Clarkey that live in this pie in the sky fantasy. The Gold Coast are a great club. And if you try to criticize the club, you are just a hater. Hey, you're a fucking hater, Rugby League History. Stop it. You can be a great club and not be successful. Still a great club.
You can bring greatness to people's lives through mediocrity like the Titans do.
It shows you can be average forever and get pie.
There's something to loving a really shitty team. There's something unifying about it.
It's just, and when they win,
and when you win, when you win, you're not ready. Yeah. You're not ready for success. You don't know how to handle a win. It's like an abused partner when they get finally a loving partner and they push them away because they're not deserving because they've never
exactly.
had it.
They sabotage it. They sabotage the relationship because they just don't have the correct relationship type. You know, they've got like what are they called? Secure attachment, attachment style. They've got an incorrect attachment style.
Well, BKR and Clarkey just show up to work with like fucking foundation under their eye every Monday morning.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, he does love me, right?
Yeah, they do. They're trying. 2 prems by what year?
Like they do say nice things every now and again. I think next year, 2 years, I don't know. Come on, girls.
Let's go, girls. All right, someone got a hypothetical for me this week?
I'm always prepared. Ben, do you have anything you want to lay on us?
You're lucky I'm still here.
I don't know. It might be unlucky.
Yeah, you can leave.
Yeah.
No.
You haven't showed up. You haven't showed up for 2 weeks. You haven't showed up for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I had one I was traveling in the air, and the other one I was on a holiday.
Your laptop.
But I'm back. Hey,
You're
I'm
full
back
of
in
excuses,
Australia.
dude.
Just so everybody knows, I'm back in Australia.
Gympie or Seven's house?
I'm in Gympie.
Okay,
that's right, and it feels good. Shout out to regional towns and cities in this country, the backbone, the spine of the rugby league team that is our society.
All right, you ready for my hypothetical?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, if you could give yourself, your 13-year-old self, one piece of serious advice. Let's get deep here, boys. Let's open up our hearts. If you could give your 13-year-old self one serious piece of advice, not anything to do with like, put $100 in the Cowboys from the 2015 grand final. I mean, serious advice.
Could you imagine if you did that as well?
Yeah, like what would you tell your 13-year-old self?
Probably something like just normal, like, dude, put your money into property. Like, buy property immediately. Like, because it's gonna get more expensive. Like I've said to you guys, my mum told me to buy an apartment in Palm Beach for like $300K for this apartment in Palm Beach, and I was like, no, I don't really have like a steady job. I wouldn't be able to. I'm nervous to like keep putting money into it. I was wrong. She was right. That's the only ever time my mum has been right about anything, and that it was then. So I would go back to my 13-year-old self and say, hey, your mum's going to tell you to buy an apartment in Palm Beach. Do it. Okay? Do it.
Yep. Ben?
What about you? Whistle, Ben?
Probably go be a doctor.
What?
Go be a doctor.
Yeah.
Go be a doctor.
Go be a doctor. So you're telling your 13-year-old self to be a doctor. Do you?
Yeah.
Because you, right? You know Ben. Because you are Ben.
Mm.
Do you think that you would actually do that?
I think I was born with the right tools. Maybe the nurture wasn't quite there.
No, I think there's no nature or nurture. The nurture is fine. If anything, there's too much nurture with you. That's why you think you can fight people.
You think I've been overparented?
Yes. Yes, you have, dude.
The chefs have cooked me for too long.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look at the result. You've been drastically underparented and left to hunt your own food from a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I only just got off the teat last week.
Yes,
So
yes, that's right.
took me 33 years to wean the teat.
Yeah.
So Ben, you're going to tell your 13-year-old self to be a doctor.
Be a doctor. I think your 13-year-old self is going to be confused as to who you are.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, why do you look like my dad but skinnier? Like, what is? Who are you?
Do you reckon that if you were born today, if you were like 16 again, you'd have gender dysmorphia and all the things that the bullshit teenagers have now?
No, I don't think so.
Probably
Matt,
no.
100%. Matt so easily suck it in.
No.
Matt, what would you tell your 13-year-old self?
I think I would tell my 13-year-old self to don't be so afraid of failing. Don't hesitate. Go enjoy life.
Yeah.
Because that's the way I'm living my life now. And I think it took me too long to get to that stage. I could have got there much earlier. Like I could have, like a lot of that teenage years, maybe a little bit in the early 20s. I could have been doing that stuff earlier.
Matt, I would have liked to see you do a bit more overseas travel.
I've done a fair amount, to be fair.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been all through Europe. I've been all through the United States. I've been through Africa too.
Oh, rich man over here. Family safari to Africa. I remember that.
Extremely fortunate child.
Yes.
Shout out to fucking this puffer jacket.
No jobs for Delta Group, but I might just submit my application anyway, because you can just general inquiries. You can just submit your CV to Delta Group. So we'll see what happens. I'll put you as my reference.
I'll let you know if George is looking for a new guy to
just
do something.
Just a cunt that sits in a chair and doesn't do much. He works on his fantasy team.
Man on the chair.
Should we do a thummy?
I wouldn't normally say this, but I would work with George. Good guy.
Absolutely, he's a fucking legend. Let's do a thummy. I don't know what I'm going to do for this thummy. I might
no dicks or anything, please, Benjamin.
Yeah, no dicks.
I didn't do a dick.
I'm going to do this. Pretend like I'm great, for example, right? On theme.
I'm going to be a tough guy. Like Ben.
Yeah, I think we got it.
All right, that's good. All right, for the first time in 3 weeks. Thanks, Benjamin.
Another episode of Just a Tick. Mike's been Mike, Matt's been Matt, Ben's been Ben. Go fuck yourselves. Good night. If it's not on, it's not in. But if it is on, it is in. If it's not on, it's still in. Always come inside. If you are not going to come inside, don't come inside, but try and come inside. Take care of your family and each other. Well done.
Bye.
Well done.
First blood.
Liam Martin.